to you. Yeah.
Thanks, Rajesh. Good morning, everyone. I hope my voice is audible.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So, as Rajesh mentioned that I am a chartered accountant by profession. Like all of you, usually when we are in a very tender age, we don't know what has to be done with our life, right? The only thing that we look for is some good career option where we can actually get some job, right? So every goes by the same process. I also went for by the same process. I completed my chartered accountancy. Then after a certain point of time, I realized that the kind of growth that I want in my career, actually my profession was not being able to do justice to that. And I had a deep desire that I can do much more than what I was doing. So that made me transition my career from core finance, field to data analytics. And trust me, when I was doing that transition, I was feeling quite nervous. It is always very difficult to actually move to a domain which is foreign to you. But somehow I realized that it was not that difficult, which I thought. I always thought that this is a bastion of those who know, IT, who know coding. But till date, I have not used a single code, and still I have been able to actually not only work in IT environment, but also teach also, right? So this was a bit of brief about me, and I'll just put some more light onto it when we progress in the session. Meanwhile, let me just share my screen just a second. And guys, if you don't mind, can you just turn on your cameras? I know that this is a completely new thing for you, but it will help me actually understand whether whatever I am trying to tell you, whether you are grasping it or not. So no matter, you might be walking on a path, you might be at home, you might be lying down. I don't actually really have any issue with it. You can be anywhere. The only thing is that I can see your faces and I'll be able to actually get feedback, which is very, very important. So I would request everybody to keep at least your cameras on.
And yeah,
And
try to interact if you have any questions, any doubt. It'll be more like an interaction kind of. You can
correct,
ask any questions going forward.
correct.
Yeah.
So you can, you can interrupt me at any point of time in between. You can ask. So we want that whatever the 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever we are together in these 2 days, I want you, each and every one of you to clear your all the doubts related to data analytics, right? So let me just quickly share my screen. I hope my screen is visible to all.
Yes, it is.
Okay. So data analytics, what are we discussing about? What is data analytics? What is, that miracle thing that it is going to do in your life if you learn it? So data analytics is rapidly growing field that is revolutionizing the way organizations make decisions. So everything that we have today, everything that we do today has some data. Right now we are on a call, we are 5 people on a call. There is a transcript that is running. So each and every one of thing that I'm speaking, actually system is there to record it. But the problem is, in spite of the fact that we have such huge data available, there are lack of people who can analyze the data, who can visualize this data, who can transform the data. Somebody was saying that he used to work as a junior data analyst. All he used to do is to shuffle around the excels, right? Gone are the days when we used to do data analytics based on the excels. Now things have changed. Now the demand from the industry has changed, right? And gradually we'll understand why this has become the next big thing, because data is something that is going to be the next oil. So yesterday I was listening to one of my mentors. He was saying that data is going to be the next oil. So the kind of data that is getting created, be it social media, be it any kind of platform, you name it, Amazon, Flipkart, the data is huge. even the number of clicks that I do on a particular website is getting tracked. But the problem is the data is getting stored, but there is nobody to analyze that data, to take some fruitful information out of that data, right? So that is what is data analytics is all about. It is not about putting Excel formulas and done, your job is done. No, it is something that you are going to have a direct impact on the business decision of the company. So why this, this kind of field attracts me the most is in finance or in any kind of domain, you are just working at a back end. You are just working, you are just shuffling around the Excels and you are trying to just make, things work, right? Here you have a larger impact. Here you can have a direct access to the top management. So data analytics is something that is used by the top management. So whatever you are going to create, the access will go directly to the top management of the company. That's why it is lucrative. That's why it is high paying. It is not about the technicality. Many people think that data analytics is very technical and somebody who has done it has done wonders. No, not at all. It is not the case at all. The only thing that matters is in data analytics, your access. You are actually working with the top management of the company who take the decisions about the, how the company is going to do in the next 5 years, right? So that is the impact. I hope till now whatever I have discussed is everything clear. If you cannot unmute yourself, please use the chat box so that I can understand. I am clear about what I'm saying. Correct. Okay. I can see Venkatesh saying clear. Okay. I hope Lalita and Arpit are also on the same page, right? Okay. So I can see Lalita.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, great. So moving on. Who are we? Data Geeksters, as Rajesh already mentioned, that we are on a mission actually to transform the careers of people who are stuck with very low paying job, who are stuck with a lot of boredom, as somebody mentioned, who are stuck with careers which are not actually lucrative, right? And if a career is not lucrative, there might be a chance that that career might not exist in the days to come. So there is always a threat also. So our job is to actually transition people from non-IT to IT. And how do we do that? By having a structured process, step-by-step process of how to transition. In my personal life, I have done the transition. I have actually tried a lot of things since it was not easy for me to go into a field where I don't belong. But I have tried lot of I tried and tested a lot of methods, and I came across a method which is the most easiest, the most understandable, and that's how I actually achieved it. So there is no technicality that I went through. I just made a process which was suitable for me to transition from non-IT to IT. So that is what we want to share with you all guys as well. So that is the main aim of Data Geeksters. So we the as I told you, the mission is to empower non-IT professionals with the skill and knowledge to transition into high-paying IT careers. Right. Vision is to be a leading catalyst in career transformation, enabling individuals to thrive to the evolving IT landscape. IT is going to be, it is already a big thing, and it is going to go multifold with the advent of AI, with the advent of the data, with the volume of data that we have, right? So the goal is to facilitate successful transition from non-IT to IT domains, equipping individuals with essential skills, confidence, and industry insight. So in this entire thing that we are discussing, we are not talking something that is quite bookish. We are going to talk about the skills that are actually in demand in the market. So that is one of the a major feature of what we are going to take throughout the course. So it is personalized training. You go in the market, you will not find anybody who can actually give you a personalized training. They all have recorded classes. which I think you might be having the access by paying 199, right? Till Rajesh, if I'm right, they can actually go into the
Oh,
depository and see the all the videos,
yeah,
right?
yeah. I think I need to get the email ID. Guys, if you
Yeah,
need the courses, I will provide the free courses. Just, I think, just send your email ID. I will give the access.
right.
And
So
here
once you
I want to add here, guys. See, my mission is what? See, uh, there is a lot of demand in IT because of new verticals like as Rahul told, right? Like AI, data, cloud. Okay, there are a lot of things happening in IT, and I have seen that why I started Data Geeksters. My mission was like this. Okay, I found that there are a lot of people in non-IT area. They're working in different background, and they have very low paying. Their salary is very low. Okay, but there's a demand in IT side. This company you will find the news that there are a lot of position is still not filled. There are a lot of position there. Okay, so companies, as a from the company side, if I think from the company's perspective, they need people. They need good people who have the hands-on experience. Okay, but I find that people who are working in non-IT side, because their salary is low because of some reason, in the non-IT field, the career path is different. So there's a gap. Okay, I found that there is a gap. What the company is looking for, they're looking for resource. They're looking for good people, skilled people, and who can solve the problem. And I find that working these non-IT people, they have might be right now they don't have a skill, but they can learn this skill. And I'm trying to fill that gap, and I'm trying to upskill people, train them, and get into job. And obviously your salary, if you compare the salary from as compared to IT, non-IT, there's a huge gap. Even the career path is totally different. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to fill that gap. I'm trying to uh, turn non-IT people into skillful, and so that they can contribute in IT industry, and which is people the company are looking for, that those kind of people. So that is my mission, that what I'm trying to fill that gap. I hope I'm making it clear. Yeah, yeah, Rahul, over to you.
yeah, let me just reshare my screen. So as Rajesh mentioned that there is huge potential in the market, and that is why I switched from my career, since there is always a saturation period when you think that now beyond that it is very difficult to scale up, right? As a person, as an individual, you cannot grow beyond that, right? So in finance, you can go to manager, senior manager, and then CFO, right? After CFO, you are no somewhere growth becomes quite stagnant. You become just a puppet of CEO, right? Usually in finance, having a chartered accountant degree, it actually doesn't give you an opportunity to go to a CEO level, right? I'll give you the exact my thought process that I had. Now I thought that if I am going to stuck for at a single designation, it is not going to work, and I have a lot of fire. So that's how actually trying my hands into data analytics, and it is working wonders. And I'm going to give you more examples about it. So the objective is to have personalized training. It is complete hand holding. We have made a program in a way that even a person who doesn't know anything about data analytics can actually flourish in this field, right? So we have, as I told you, that we have comprehensive programs that is covering each and every important part of data analytics. And it is not about the recorded sessions. Recorded session, you can have it, just like that. Okay, the YouTube is filled with recorded sessions. What, the problem that lies is how to do it. What is the roadmap? It is just like a map is there in front of you and you don't know where to go, right? So roadmap is very, very important. That is where we'll be able to help you. Career guidance support. What are the roles that are in demand, right? How we can leverage that? How we can do our what we can say profiling? Okay, you might have heard a lot of things about resumes. Okay, resumes are important, but it is not creating the impact that we need to have on the employer. So it is very much important to create a profile. Okay. Now at this point of time, a lot of people are looking for profiles. They are not looking for resumes. In resumes, you can, even include 10 things that you don't know anything about, but still you can add it. But in profile, you cannot, lie. In profiling, you can only show the things that you have done in the, in your real life experience. So that profiling also we help you how to build that profile, right? Then foster a learning community. So it is not only about data analytics, it is about how to flourish in job, how to flourish in employment. So it is not at all about a single subject. It is about data analytics, but at the same time, how to survive. What are the new skills that you need to know, right? How to advance AI, which is the most important thing in today's era, is what we are going to cover. And continuously evolve our curriculum and service to align with the industry trends. So the main point that we are trying to trigger is what the industry wants. Based on that, we actually tweak our curriculum so that whosoever is joining with us has all the relevant skills which are important in the market. I
And
hope,
yeah,
yeah,
I want to add one thing, guys. See, this is we are not giving a course. Okay, my mission is that I want to build a vibrant community. Okay, a group of people, a community, and let's suppose, see, what the problem is that people, they think that if I do some courses, I will get a job, game is over. No, game start from here, to be honest. Okay, so here we are going to work with you in a long term. This is my mission. Okay, let's suppose you got a job in a IT company, then after that, how to navigate to the next level, because the main struggle starts from there. And I have more than decade years of experience in IT. I have around 14 years of IT experience. I was a Java developer, so I have very good experience in IT. And even Rahul has more than 10 years of experience in this area. So my mission is to help people to make advancement or go to the next level in their career. Because after this, let's suppose you complete this and you got a job, then the main thing, I think the main support you need after that, how to navigate to the next level, next role, next challenge, how to make progress. So that's what I'm building as a vibrant community, people of group of people or community, so that we can help them in the long term. So that is what we are doing. So we are building a great community of people, professional, who want to go to the next level in their career. So that is our main mission. Yeah, over to you, Rahul.
yeah. So let me quickly, throw some light about my profile, right? I'm a chartered accountant, more than 10 years of corporate experience now, more than 5 years of teaching experience. So I have taught a lot of things. I was into communication as well, I was into teaching public speaking as well. Excel has been a great friend since the beginning. So I have trained from basic to advanced Excel. Then came this data analytics. So I have been training Power BI, Tableau, SQL, Python, and now because the AI has come into the picture, so now I have actually trained myself to use how to I have trained myself to know how to use AI tools. And tomorrow's session, I am going to show you how there are three tools that are there, and there are 300 tools like that. But I'm going to give you three tools which can help you actually do the data analytics without knowing anything. You just need to write a statement. You just need to instruct the system, and some data analytics will come into in front of you. That we are going to cover in tomorrow's session. So tomorrow's session is going to be very, very important. In that, I am going to show you how we can leverage AI to do data analytics. So if somebody wants that, I don't want to spend a lot of time. I am running short of time. I don't want to learn. Okay, so there are easy ways also to do it, but you should know it. So that is one of the areas that if you see in my profile, you will always see that there is some addition. So I started off with, using plain, tools like Excel. Then when the market evolved, I learned Power BI, Tableau, Python, SQL. Then again, when AI came, I actually added that in my expertise. So this is the kind of mentality you should have if you want to survive in corporate world. You cannot be you cannot be having a fixed mindset. As Rajesh always says, that it should all there should always be a growth mindset. So what I even whether you continue with us or not, that is a different story. But always remember to have a growth mindset. Whatever is running in the market, try to respect that. So we all are market driven. We are not driving the market. It is our misconception that I drive the market. Okay, actually we are driven by the market, but we don't know it. That is the problem. So always try to have a growth mindset where if something is happening in the market, and I should be aware of it, I should have expertise over it. Right. That's what I follow, and you should also follow the same thing. So I've trained more than 1,000 students, and I think this number is quite old. So now it has been like 3-4,000 students. Successfully they have actually transitioned. Then they were core BCom students. You won't believe BCom students going into an IT field. Okay, so why I chose them, because I was also from finance background, and I thought that why, a BCom graduate gets only 15-20,000 per month. This is nothing. These are, even we cannot call it as peanuts, right? I used to feel so much bad about them, and that's what I, made sure that these people at least should get double of what they are getting right now. And then after that, it is based on their, growth mindset, right? And I have made that possible. So that's why we are very, very confident about the approach that we follow. So just give you, a background quickly. So as I told you that I started off with chartered accountancy, then I transitioned to Power BI Tableau, right? Then I, started teaching Power BI as well. At the same time, I switched my job. When I gained a lot of exposure in Power BI, SQL, Tableau, I actually switched my job, got a salary hike of 40%. And before that, I used to work as a finance manager. And once I learned all these skills, got a 40% hike. And right now I am working as so my profile is 60% as a Power BI analyst, Power BI developer, Power BI analyst, and 40% remains the revenue assurance part. So can you see the transition? Okay, just by learning the skills. So frankly speaking, I did not have any work experience, as we say, but still I got an opportunity to work with an organization which needed somebody who can actually develop Power BI dashboards, or give some insights to that organization. And I work in a organization where there are 250, 300 people are there. Only I am the person who know how to develop Power BI dashboards. So you can see the kind of vacuum that is there. Do you think that the entire group, okay, needs only one developer? No, they need at least 50 to 100 developers, but the problem is they don't get it. So that is the vacuum that Rajesh was talking about. There is a huge potential. Okay, if I want today, if I decide to develop a team of 5 people who are not going to do anything but to develop Power BI, I can do that with immediate effect. The problem is not many people are there into. That is the reality, right? And on the top of it, last year I got a new job with 40% hike. Plus, this year I got 25% increase in my salary, just because of the fact that I am skilled, right? Second thing, not just that, I was awarded as the rising star of the year. And now, if I tell you that initial 6-7 years which I worked, I never got an award, because finance as a domain is a back end job. Nobody sees you, right? Nobody comes to you. Nobody sees you whether you have filed the return or not. Okay, they'll only ask you when there is something, some trouble happens. Okay, if you have not done something, then everybody looks at you in finance. Okay, if you are doing your job perfectly, nobody sees you, nobody acknowledges you. But the time I published my first dashboard, CEO came to my cabin. He actually congratulated me in front of my colleagues in my cabin. So that is what I am talking about. So these are real things. These are, nothing that we are. I am not making things out. This is a reality that has happened with me. Okay, that is what I am trying to share it with you. This is the same kind of access that I am talking about. CEO knows what I am doing. What else do you want in life? Many people, do a lot of different things to actually get access to CEOs. Here, you can actually do it with your work. What is the, what can be the best thing? In my team, my CEO doesn't know anybody by their name. He knows me only. So that is the impact, that data analytics gives you. Okay, I guess, whatever I'm trying to convey you, this is a very important point. Okay, this should actually be a bulb on moment for all of you to actually gain something that can have a huge impact, right? So this is the award that I've recently got. It was on 7th of this month. So this was based on the Power BI dashboard and everything automation that I have done with the help of data analytics. Okay, and trust me, whatever I have learned, I have only actually used only 10% of that, and the result is in front of you. I have not gone to a level where I can actually, show them advanced analytics and do a great impact. Still I am in the process of doing it. Okay. So this is the kind of exposure that you get in these fields. I hope till now whatever I have said is clear to you. And see, the idea is not to brag about myself. Okay, there's nothing very much interesting to brag about me. It is just that these are the life experiences that have happened with me, and I want that whosoever is joining with us, okay, should also have growth mindset, should also have expectation that this is a reality. This is not an expectation. This is a reality that is happening, right? So, what is data analytics? Data analytics is the process of examining data sets to draw conclusion, identify pattern, and uncover insights that can inform strategic decision making. The last three words are very, very important. Whatever the analysis that you are going to do, for example, there is a sales data. Okay. Simple. Sales data means you have month on month sales data. Now you got the data from one of your colleagues or one of your bosses. Okay. He tells you to analyze the data and find out the patterns, find out what we can do, find out what are the periods in which my sales is up, find out what are the periods where I'm lagging, find out what are the points where the demand is high but the supply is low, or vice versa. So what you are doing, you are not just running the formulas, you are not just running the Excel sheet, you are actually giving them the insights. That is what is data analytics. Most of the people think that data analytics is nothing but working on Excel. No, it is not the case. You have to actually tell them. Okay, you have to actually tell them what has to be done. That is called data analytics. That is a very high level job, right?
And this
And
impact business. I think you're taking a
correct,
business decision.
correct. So it is taking, it is actually enabling the, see, the business decision you don't take. You are an employee. You are enabling the owner to think over certain things about his business. So I cannot find a profile where you can have that kind of impact as of now. Until unless you are creating, you are into some creating a product. So that is a huge thing. Creating a product coming out, that is a huge thing. But when you are running a show, how to run the show is what data analytics tells you. So data analytics helps organization make data-driven decision. Very, very important. So now you tell me there is one CEO of a company. Okay, for example, Reliance. Reliance CEO is there. Okay, or chairman is there. Mukesh Ambani is there. Okay, what is the difference between Mukesh Ambani and the local kirana store near your the local kirana store owner near your home? So you might have seen a lot of small shops. Okay, they own the small kirana shops. Okay, what is the difference? Can anybody tell me what is the difference between Mukesh Ambani, the CEO of one of the largest organization in the world, and that kirana wala, the one who actually runs his business on a daily basis? Can anybody tell me what is the difference between the two? You might be saying a lot of differences there, but there is a very major difference that is actually making a difference. Can anybody tell me? Can anybody try? Okay, so let me tell you. The difference between the two is the way they take decision. Okay, a kirana store owner, what he does is that, for example, Diwali is going to come. He doesn't have any calculation. He only has a gut feeling. This Diwali, I'm going to do a bumper sale. So he actually required maybe a stock of 1 lakh. He actually filled the stock of 5 lakh rupees. And Diwali ended. It was not as per his expectation, and he stuck with that 4 lakh of inventory with him. Okay, right. So there is a problem. He has not taken decision based on data. Had he gone 1 year back, analyzed the sales, what sales was there in Diwali last year versus what I can do this year, then he would have made an informed decision. Do you think Mukesh Ambani takes decision on the basis of gut feeling? Not at all. He has a team of analysts. Okay. Okay. Analysts will tell them this is the data. Okay. This is how we grow. This is how we this is how we have to maintain the inventory. This is how we have to maintain the sales. That's how he takes the decision. So there is a huge difference between the two. There is a reason why a small business is a small business, because they don't use the data at all. They only use gut feeling. Most of us also do the same thing, right? For example, right now at this point of time, I decide to do an IAS as a profession. Okay, I know that I cannot I cannot study that much. Okay, I don't have capacity. I have a family to take care. I have a job. I cannot do this. But this is a gut feeling. We have seen 12th pass. This is a gut feeling I can do. So that is a problem with us. We try to put more in our mouth than we can chew. Okay, so that is what is data driven decision making, and without data decision making. Okay, so if I want to do an IAS, I should go back to my 10th class, see my percentage. What was how was I in each and every subject? How was I in social science? Whether I have interest in that or not, that will decide whether I'm going to go for a particular thing or not. This is what is data. I hope I'm making sense in terms of making you understand. So as I told you that these are all real life things. There is nothing there's no textbook kind of curriculum for data analytics. It is all based on the real life decisions, right? So application. The most important thing is, and I like this part a lot. The most important thing is that it is not industry specific. Data analytics is, as I told you, that Mukesh Ambani, Kirana store. There is a huge difference, right? Still, data is important for both. You tell me one organization or one industry do you think is not data driven? If the data is not there, it doesn't matter for them. Healthcare, data is the king. IT, data. Telecom, data. Okay. Retail, data in, data out on a hourly basis. Okay. Right. So if just imagine you might be having these departmental stores nearby you, right? For example, Smart Bazaar is there, right? I hope you might have visited the malls. You will see Smart Bazaar and all these retail stores. So at 10 o'clock in the evening, they shut their operation. They ask all the customers to go out. But do you think the store gets shut at 10? No. The store gets shut at 12 a.m. midnight. And why? Because once 10 o'clock the transactions are done, they have to do daily closing. Once they do daily closing in their system, okay, that data is something that is going to get fetched in the form of dashboard next day morning in the on the laptop of the manager. So manager has to see the sales on a daily basis. Until and unless they close the data 12 a.m. Midnight, okay, the manager will not be able to see the dashboard. He will not be able to take decision. Okay, next day. So can you see the there is no lag at all. We are not talking about something that is going to happen maybe next year. So today I am generating the data. I'll analyze it next year. No, it is on a daily basis. That is what is the importance of data. So healthcare, finance, marketing, e-commerce, you name it. Even in a slide we cannot accommodate. The data is so much important in today's era. Till now, I hope everything is clear, right? I hope these things are not overwhelming for you, right? Though I try my best to be very, basic
If
about
you,
what I
yeah,
talk.
guys, if you have any questions, anything you want to ask regarding anything as of now, you can ask, or you can put in chat box.
Yeah, you can use chat box also. And if it's clear,
Anybody has any questions, by the way?
Venkatesh has an interesting statement. Yeah, Venkatesh, I didn't get your statement. If you can be okay, okay. So it might be, when I was asking what is the difference between. Okay, okay, got it, got it, got it. Okay, super. So data analytics is always, somewhere confused with data engineering and data science. Okay,
Mhm.
because data is added to each and everything, we think that these all are the same. No, these are not the same. They're, acquiring these skills are also different. Whatever we talked about till date, till this time was data analytics. Okay, let us understand what is data engineering, which is a higher level role. Okay, so it involves building and maintaining data infrastructure. Okay, we have not talked about anything anything related to data infrastructure. Okay, that is a separate domain, right? I guess somebody was working on cloud, so he might be able to understand what is data engineering. So we are not talking about data engineering. Okay, that is a completely separate field. But the best part is, if you are apt with data analytics, you can easily transition. So this can be a level up to go towards data science and then to go towards data engineering. So these are all connected fields, but right now, what our main focus is, from coming from non-IT to IT, our roadmap is data analytics. We are not talking about data science. We are not talking about data engineering. Okay. So in data engineering, as I told you, that we talk more about the data infrastructure, and in data science, just to give you a brief, we talk more about running algorithms, learning, machine learning. Okay, that is a high level kind of a role. So right now, we are not going into those areas. We can very well transition from, we cannot actually transition from non-IT to data science or data engineering. It is not possible. Okay, step-by-step processes. First, you master data analytics. Then you go towards data science, where you are going to go. If you like to do coding, okay, if you love to do coding, or maybe want to learn coding, then you go towards data science. And then after that, if you have deep interest in actually building and maintaining the data infrastructure, then you can go towards data engineering. Right now, our main focus is data analytics, and don't get confused with data science and data engineering. These three are all the separate domains. Data science cannot be possible without learning the basic to intermediate coding, but data analytics is possible without learning a single code. That is why I am trying to put more emphasis on the difference part, because you should be very clear with data analytics. Data analytics is a no code transition method. Am I clear on this?
And I want to add here, friends, this like data engineering, like it involves cloud, okay, it involves Spark. They'll see every field has its own importance. I'm not saying the data science is bad or data engineering is bad, nothing about that. But but I find that for non-IT people, the learning curve is pretty high in compare. If you're going into data science, you have to learn machine learning, maths, stats, you have to learn Python, and there are a lot of tech stack. So these are more like a technical stuff. Okay, for example, data engineering, it is more like a cloud computing. You have to build the cloud infrastructure, ETL kind of jobs. So I find that for non-IT people, first you have to choose a path where your learning curve is less. Okay, first to get settled down in IT, choose a career where you don't have to learn a lot of things. Because see, you guys, you will come from non-IT, then you have to choose a path where learning curve is less. You have to settle down. You have to get comfortable. After that, maybe if you want to evolve, that's what this is very diverse field. This data field is very diverse field. There are a lot of things happens. So you can, let's suppose you work as a data analyst for maybe 1 year, 2 years down the line, and you want to evolve. You want to go into infrastructure side. You want to go in the cloud side. You can go there, or you want to go in more like a algorithm side, or more like a predictive analysis, more like a data science side, machine learning side. You can go there. So the path is open. Okay, door is open. You can navigate to any career after that. But right now, for non-IT people, I this is my personal thinking, personal belief that I want to give you a path where learning curve is less. पहले आप settle हो जाओ, just get done, just learn something, get settled down, make some get some experience in IT company, in IT project, in the data field. Then you can go to anywhere. This is up to you how you want to navigate, how do you want to learn, how want to take your career. This is up to you. I hope we are making sense, right? Any questions here, by the way, in these areas? If you want to ask any questions, because I have seen a lot of people are confused about data. Ki everything is same: data engineering, data science, data analytics. So anybody have any specific question around this field you want to know, or anything you want to ask here? No? Okay.
All good, guys? Yes, no? Okay, okay. Yeah. So these things we have discussed in a stretch, but just to give you a brief, revolutionizing decision making. We saw an example of difference between Mukesh Ambani and a normal kirana store owner. The difference is how they take decision, right? Cross industry application. There is no industry that is left which can be managed without the help of data. Strategic planning, very very important. A business runs on the basis of strategy, right? There is a very famous book that I think the name is my next five moves, something like that. Okay, so where the author says that in a business or in your personal life also, you should know what are the five next moves that you are going to make. So if this happens, you are going to do this. If this happens, you are going to do this. That is how business gets run. So that is called strategic planning. Okay, how are you going to leverage the opportunities that are there? So that can very well be explained with the help of the data. Exciting career opportunities, no doubt about that. Then professional growth. As I gave you my own example, if you transition to something that is relevant to directly to the top management, the sky becomes the limit, right? So as I told you that we start our journey with data analyst, and what is business intelligence and analyst? It is also similar to data analytics. The only difference is you have certain knowledge related to finance, right? So usually this is suitable for those who have certain background in finance, just like I have a background in finance. So it becomes easy for me to actually transition from data analytics to business analyst. And then just adding one more skill of running algorithms, okay, doing predictive analytics, I can transition from data analyst to data scientist role also. But the first door that we need to actually see as a target is data analytics. All the other doors will open once we achieve this milestone of learning data analytics to its core. So as I told you that it is a continuous learning process. Data is getting, changed, or data is getting increased every day, day by day. So we have to be very apt with the what is the industry demand. What industry demands? Most of the people, they always cry about the fact that there are no jobs. Do we actually, satisfy the need of the industry? Nobody actually thinks so, about it. I, every now and then I come across a lot of people who actually raise, or who actually ask me, references, because I teach students. They always ask me references, that what, give us some good resource who can actually help us analyze our data. Okay, so I can see a lot of potential. A lot of people are there. They are ready to pay. They are ready to pay good amount. Okay, but the problem is the quality resource is not available. So we have to go by the industry demand. What is in demand in the industry? We have to cater to it, no matter what degree you have. Okay. I also had a very reputed degree, which actually, so if you see chartered accountant, there are hardly 4 to 5 lakh to 10 lakh chartered accountant in the entire country. Okay, so I also belong to a very rarest of the rare group of people. But still, there is one point where I also thought that it is very very much important to understand the demand of the market. We cannot just sit over our degrees. Okay, we cannot just sit over our past experience. We have to change our life. That's how you open the doors. Otherwise, you will be so. Otherwise, I would have been stuck in that 12, 15 lakh rupee of package. Okay, if I had not shifted myself to a next level. Okay, so that is the point. You need to understand that that is the what we can say, leap that we need to take, right? So that can only be possible with the help of continuous learning and a very good mentorship. Very, very important. I am what I am because of the mentorship that I have got from my mentors. Okay, it is very, very important to have a mentor in your life. Okay, who can guide you, and life becomes very, very easy. So otherwise, if you do the effort, 100% with mentor, that effort gets shortened to 20, 30%. That is the difference. That is why mentorship is very, very important. So all in all, what I experienced is that there are 2, 3 things that are important for transitioning to data analytics. One is, or any other profession, one is good mentorship, fire in your belly, and growth mindset. That's it. There is no IQ, there is no technical thing that you need to learn. There is no coding, nothing is there. It is just that a good mentor and my growth mindset, and I have a desire to learn. That's it. That is enough to actually transition into any field. Okay. So see, as I told you that there are a lot of courses, recorded courses are there. What they fail to do is they don't give you a direction. They just confuse you. Okay. They and recorded the worst part about recorded classes is that they don't know whether you are getting it or not. So in my classes, it happens that one concept, I am teaching, I have to teach in 3 different ways, because there is always a chance that one person will say that I have not understood it for some reason. Okay, so that is what is personal grooming is all about. That is what is one-to-one sessions are all about. Okay, so our concept is to be to we, also we take very limited people in our batches. So 5 to 6 is the maximum people that we have. Okay, why? Because we believe in not actually creating a herd. We are not we are not of herd mentality. Okay, we want to create, we want to take the the people who are serious and who have that fire, and the only thing that they need is the proper guidance, and we have to make sure that we have to actually make them reach to their desired professional goal, right? So when we talk about education, still, as I am telling you that you can have recorded classes from our side also. You can take all the recorded classes. That is not going to give you the structure. Okay. Always remember when you are going to go into live classes. Okay. always keep that in mind, that there is a value, there is a huge value for that. That is what is lacking in today's industry. Many people are teaching, you might see Facebook is filled with a lot of ads. They are teaching Power BI in 2 hours, okay, or whatnot. Okay, they might also come up with a course that in 24 hours you'll be a data analyst. Okay, you never know. Okay, that can also be a possibility. But see, these are, good to, have as a taglines, but this is not a reality. Reality is, everything takes time, but with a mentor, that 100% hard work becomes 30%. That is the biggest reason of having the, live classes and having a good mentor in place. And of course, career support. So many a times I have seen, and this I have faced personally also. For example, I have learned Power BI, for example, just take an example. I have learned, I have done a course, I am well versed with it. In real life scenario, I faced a challenge. I did not know where to go. I did not know who should I ask. Okay, I tried to go to the to one of the mentor. He said, this is something that is out of the purview of the course. Okay, this is something that we cannot solve. That's when I got an idea in mind that what is the value of community. Okay, community helps you get out from a situation in which you are into. So maybe you get a job, but you are stuck with some technicality. You are not understanding it. Maybe that technicality is not being solved through YouTube videos or maybe anything else. Then you need a person who's actually working in that domain. That person only can help you. That is where we got the idea of having a community. So even after completion of the course and everything is done, okay, you have got placed. Now after placement, what happens is that there is no support. If you get stuck with some technicality, there is no support. So we make it a point that we create a community where, we can help each other, right? So that is the importance of creating community. So I guess Rajesh, we can take a Q&A. Uh,
Yeah, so I think in this today's session, our idea was to give highlight about the this field, about the data field, data analytics field, and why we are doing that. That's what our main reason was that. And before going ahead, if you have any questions as of now, if you want to ask anything, any doubt, any questions as of now, so you can ask right now. But we have not done it. We have more thing to come by tomorrow. But if you have any specific question for today, you can ask me right now.
And guys, tomorrow's session, just to add, tomorrow's session is going to be very, very crucial, because tomorrow I'm going to show you how these AI tools can be used to actually advance your career into data analytics. So
Rahul,
I'm not saying,
can you showcase
yeah,
what we're going
yeah,
to
yeah,
cover
yeah,
tomorrow?
yeah, yeah. Let me just share my screen again. So day two is going to be very, very important. Today we understood about data analytics, okay, which was very important. And I gave you my background, and see the idea for today's session was to create why. Okay, how is something that is that is going to be taken care of by us. You have to understand your why. Why do you want to do data analytics? I hope I have been able to give you a lot of examples which can help you understand what is the impact of data analytics. So why is something that you need to clear by the end of this session. Why do you need to do data analytics? It should be very clear. If it is not clear, then you might not sustain. It is plain and simple. If you are clear that this can actually help you achieve the goals that you have in your life, then it is going to be the best thing. And that why, clarity of why is was very important. That's why we covered the entire data analytics. Now tomorrow we are going to see what is the process. We are going to focus on what is the process, what is the roadmap which I am going to follow to become a data analyst. Then how to actually transform my resume. So many of you, just like I'll take my example. 7 years I worked in finance domain, core finance domain. Okay. Suddenly, I thought of learning Power BI. I did my hard work for 1 year, and then I put my resume. Okay, now how I did my profiling, because I did not have any experience in data analytics, core data analytics. I'm talking about. I had experience related to finance, but I got a job of a Power BI developer and analyst. How come it was possible? Because I nurtured my resume. I nurtured my profiling. Based on that, I got this opportunity. So that also we are going to discuss in tomorrow's session. Then what are the opportunities that are there? So we can go on to LinkedIn and Naukri, and we will show you what is the demand. Okay, we were talking about the demand, industry demand, right? We have to see what is the demand. Let us understand, and then jump on to a conclusion, right? Discover three AI tools. As I promised you, I am going to show you three AI tools which are very, very easy to operate. So if you want to have small level of data analytics, you can do it with these three AI tools. You don't have to go into a deep learning for that. Though these are not enough, but these are smart ways of doing things. Okay. So we have to learn the smart way also, right? So three AI tools I'm going to show you how to use for data analytics.
And these three AI tools you can use in your job, right? In a current job also,
Correct,
once you
correct,
get a
correct. It
job.
is it is like you start using it from day one without even going towards the course. Okay. So our point is, because you are spending precious time with us, we are also obliged to give you something that will be helpful in your real life. So apart from the top 10 AI tools list that we are going to give, and prompts we are going to give you a lot of things, okay, which you are going to get it at the end of tomorrow's session. So tomorrow's session is very, very important, guys. Again, I am telling you. And then we are going to tell you how data analytics mastery course, which we have designed, me and Rajesh have designed, how it helps you actually transition smoothly from non-IT to IT. So my only request is, please stay tuned till tomorrow's session. Okay, it is going to be quite informative. You are going to learn three AI tools. Okay, and also if time will permit, I'll tell you how to use ChatGPT also. Right. So please do not miss tomorrow's session. It is going to be very crucial. Okay, guys. So over to you, Rajesh.
Yeah, so tomorrow's session, today's session, it was just an information, okay? So tomorrow's session, we will cover real transformation. How, let's suppose somebody coming from non-IT, so what is the complete roadmap? For example, changing the profile, building profile, and getting interview, everything. So we will cover from a step-by-step process that how the real transition will happen, how you guys will get job, how you will apply for a job, okay? And how the placement will happen. So everything will be talk about the tomorrow session. So it will be a complete overview, complete roadmap about your complete transition into IT sector. Okay, guys. So anybody has any questions? I'm open to ask, take any questions if you have anything in your mind, anything is popping up, anything you want to ask.
So, guys, this is an opportunity for you guys to actually get your questions resolved. Okay, you continue or not continue, that is a different story. But
Yeah.
here,
Yes.
whatever the 2 hours that you have, okay, 2 3 hours that you have, you just clarify each and every doubt. Okay, because I am there, Rajesh is there, we understand the market. Okay, we actually work in that domain. So maybe we might be able to clarify one of your doubts which you have since the very long time. Okay, so use this time. Okay, when you attend a live session, use it for you should actually take out 150% out of it, because you are giving your time, which is very, very important on a weekend. Okay, it is not easy to actually come on weekend and attend sessions for 2 hours. It is not at all easy.
Yeah, and I want
So
to thank everybody. You are giving your time also, your personal time. You're spending your time
yeah,
with us. So I really want to thank you.
so
Yes.
make
So
sure that you use 150% of your time. This is also a growth mindset, where I am spending my time and I want to take 150% out of this entire workshop, right? So this is only dedicated for you guys. So you can ask your questions. Okay, we are here. We are happy to help. Okay, if you have any and no question is a stupid question. Okay, question is a question. It has its own merit. Okay, so feel free to ask whatever you have in mind in terms of data analytics, and we will try to help you out. So Arpit, Venkat, Lalita, if you have any queries, please let me know.
Hello, sir. Am I audible?
Yeah, Arpit, yeah.
Sir, good morning, sir.
Hi.
So I had a doubt regarding, sir. There's a difference between, sir, business analyst and data analyst. So can you
Yes,
just clarify on the difference between the two, sir?
right. So see, data analytics is related to data which is of any kind. For example, population data. Okay. For example, I live in Navi Mumbai. So Navi Mumbai has so and so maybe 1 crore population. I'm just not 1 crore, 50 lakh population is there. Now I want to analyze that 50 lakh population in a way that how many are male, how many are female, how many are the people who are above 18, how many are below 18. What is the number of people who are above 60? What is the number of people below 60? So what I'm trying to do, I am trying to take the data and analyze it. And that data can be anything. It can be financial data, it can be population related data, it can be GDP related data, it can be any kind of data. Clear? That is called data analytics. When we talk about business analytics is only and only related to financial data. Sales, profit, okay, YTD, MTD, right? Then you have, sale per store, sale per region, sale per state, sale per city, profit per city. So what I am trying to do is that I am trying to only analyze the data related to business. Okay. Now, why these profiles are different? All in all, you can see that data analytics, actually business analytics comes under data analytics, and that is a reality. But why the profile is different? Because in this profile, if you have certain finance background, maybe you are a BCom graduate, you are an MCom graduate. Okay, business analytics becomes a key role for you because you understand profit and you understand sales, you understand the demand, you understand the supply. Okay, as a data analyst, whatever data is in front of me, I have to analyze it. Okay, irrespective of the fact that whether it is financial data, whether it is operational data, whether it is healthcare data. So, business analyst is a person who most of the times or always deals with business related data. That is the only difference. There is nowhere written that a data analyst cannot go for a business analytics job. He can very well go for it. The only difference is he should have worked on a data, which is the financial data. Am I clear on this?
Yes, sir, very much.
Yeah.
I think business analyst is more like it is more like it talks about more about business, right?
Yeah.
So the people should have a business understanding of their
Correct.
industry. Suppose you come
Correct.
from finance, you come from marketing, so you have a data analyst experience also. You know, you understand data pretty well, but on top of that, you understand the business also.
Business, how the business runs, how the
Yeah.
financials work. Okay, what are the KPIs? What are the business KPIs? Okay, for
Mm.
example, sales is one of the KPI, profit is one of the KPI. Okay, so these are or maybe cost. Okay, cost can be a KPI. So these are KPIs, which are KPIs means key performance indicator. Okay, that is just like a report card. So just like we
Mm.
used to have our report cards where there were a lot of subjects. Okay, math, science. Okay, all these subjects were there, right? Same way in the business also, there is a report card, and subjects are these KPIs. Okay, so a business can be evaluated based on sales, based on profit, based on return on capital employed, based on return on equity. Okay, so these are called KPIs. So these are business related KPIs. Okay, so if you understand the business or if you have done certain work which can show that you understand the business, you can
Yeah.
go for business analyst.
So generally, I have seen people who come from MBA background who have business
Correct.
understanding, business background. They can go with that profile. But business analyst people, they work closely with data analyst people in
Yes,
a project.
correct.
So you always in the interaction with the data analyst people who understand data, they're creating report, they're creating dashboards. So it's a combo. Okay, so you can switch to any profile. If you have a business experience, you have a data analyst experience, you can go into business profile, business analyst profile. Or if you want to more technical, suppose I don't want to go in the business side, I want to go more in the technical side. So you can go in the data science field, you can go into cloud side,
Correct.
data infrastructure side. That's up to you where you want to land your career.
Is that clear, Arpit?
Yes, sir. Clear, sir.
Okay. Venkat, Lalita, any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay. Venkat?
Sir, good morning, sir.
Yeah, hi.
Actually, learning the things in the right current time, learning the things are easy, but getting into the industry is very tough
Right.
because we have the so many sources are available, like YouTube or some other kinds of informatives are available in the you browsers or somewhere. But but we need to enter into the IT industry. It's very tough in the present situation. They are mostly uh, looking for the experienced candidates only, not for
Yes.
the fresher.
Yeah, that's
Correct.
what
Because
Correct.
we will address that tomorrow. Okay, how you will get a job. See, as a experience, see, as a fresher, I agree with you. As a fresher, it's very tough.
yeah,
People,
along with the career grab,
company will not call you. Your profile will not get shortlisted for as a fresher. But if you show some experience, you will get plenty of job. And that's what we will discuss, how the transformation will happen. As Rahul told, right? He having around 7 years of experience in core finance. Now he got a job into analytics field. So how this happened? So that's what that piece will be discussed tomorrow.
And just one hint that I want to give you. If you remember, I started off by saying that resume is important, but
Hmm.
profiling is the most
Yeah.
important thing. Okay. So I'll just give you a brief about it, though we are going to cover it in detail in the tomorrow's session. Just to give you a brief about it. One thing is that you might have worked for 3 to 4 years in some domain. Okay. Now you want to shift it. Okay. While shifting, I can make sure that I can show my transition into data analytics. First point is that. Second point, what employer is more interested in is to know what you have actually done. Okay, so there comes the importance of capstone project. Okay, so when you have done the projects, okay, so these are real life projects that we discuss. Okay, just to give you hint. So, for example, employer wants to create a sales dashboard. Okay, he wants somebody who can create the sales dashboard. Now, obviously, he wants a person who knows Power BI and who should have worked on Power BI for 1 or 2 years, whatever it is, and that person can create dashboard. Okay, for example, I am that employer. I went in onto Naukri. Okay, I found your resume, Venkat's resume. I found. Okay, resume mentions that Venkat knows Power BI. Okay, and he has worked onto Power BI. Okay, for so and so years. Okay, if it is mentioned. Okay, second thing, just to be sure, if I get a clickable link in the resume, which drives me to the Google Drive, which has the dashboard that I've already created under the capstone project. Okay, so then he can open the dashboard. He can see what you have done. Okay, so can you see the kind of confidence that he can get
yeah, yeah, understand.
while looking at your resume? Okay, I can say that I can fly the rocket.
Hmm.
Okay, and at the same time, I have a link which goes to a drive, which has a video where where he can see me flying the rocket. Okay, then
Hmm.
only he is going to believe, right?
Yes,
That is what is called profiling. Are you getting me?
yes,
And
yes,
and trust me on this. If the employer comes to a portal when he is in a dire need of a person, the need is very high. He doesn't come like if he wants to maybe employ a person 2 months down the line. He doesn't come now. He'll come just 5 or 10 days before that date. Okay, and he tries to search it. This is human psychology. Okay, we are not at all planned in India. So at that point of time, your link is a ray of hope for him. Yes, I can try this guy. He has done this. Okay, this much he has done. 60% of what I want is done by him. 40% to मैं सिखा दूंगा. That is what happens. Okay, that is how the industry works. Okay, so that is what we need to understand, right? So that we are going to cover in detail, but I gave you a hint about how it is going to work. Okay, it is not going to work in the traditional way. You have just put the resume and you are expecting the calls. Calls will not come like that. Calls will come when you have something substantial already in your resume. That can only be possible with capstone real life projects
Hmm.
and made by
Understood.
you. Huh? We are not lying. We are not going to lie here. These are the projects that are actually made by you. So you know the skill, and the employer also knows that you know the skill. Now, who is going to come between you and your job? Nobody is going to come.
Understood, sir.
Yeah.
That we'll discuss tomorrow in detail.
Yeah, that we'll discuss tomorrow in detail. Yeah.
Sure, sure. Thank you, sir.
Anything else? Okay, guys. So thank you very much for attending the session. I hope I have made justice to your 1 hour 20 minutes that we have together. We have been together. So hopefully you have been able to gain a lot of insights related to data analytics. And stay tuned for tomorrow's session. It is going to be interesting. It is going to be full of learning. Today we just try to clear the air related to why, how is going to happen tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay. And we are going to discuss the detailed roadmap of how the course works with Data Geeksters. Yes, over to you, Rajesh.
And important thing, jobs, right? I think you want to know the process, how I will get job. So that will take care of tomorrow. Okay, how you will get job, and your skill, how people will reach out to you. What is the roadmap? Profiling, that's Rahul to, right? Profiling. So that we'll discuss in detail very pretty much tomorrow. Okay. So please join tomorrow, and we will see you tomorrow, and we will give the complete detail about that. Okay. Okay, guys, this is all from our side. Let's connect tomorrow, same time, 10 a.m. And I will see you the new link for tomorrow class, tomorrow workshop. Okay. Thank you, guys.
Okay,
This is
guys,
all.
thank you very
Thank
much.
you very much.
Have a good Saturday, and see you tomorrow. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Bye. Bye.